Welcome everybody here to Drum today for the county final between Feenagh Kilmeedy and Ballingarry. Well, there is an old saying, there is only one street in Drum, but today I'm afraid 21 streets wouldn't do. Enormous crowd here today for this final. Both teams, well, Ballingarry didn't come out on the field yet. I'm afraid they have a substitute playing today for them. Dan Cagney went down with the flu on Thursday and is unable to play today, and his place is taken by John Keefe. Feenagh Kilmeedy, they're out there, everybody in with him. Tony Galvin there, well, Tony's father, Tom Galvin, won a senior medal with Feenagh and also a senior medal with Avondhu. We have the Newcastle West Pipe Band here today. Feenagh Kilmeedy team lining up there to get their photos taken. And while we're waiting, we will give you the line out. In goals, Joe Lynch. The full back line, Donald Egan, Paddy Welch and Bill Lynch. The half back line, John Reedy, Tony Galvin and Willie Welch. Centre field, Michael McCarthy and Marcy Sullivan. The half forward line, Michael Keane, John Neenan and John McCarthy. Full forward line, Pat McCarthy, Michael Sullivan and Jim Power. Read Sean O'Grady. Well, Sean, would you like to say a few comments on this game today?
Well, I don't really know much, only what I see in the semi-finals, and I think that we'll have a very good game today between two evenly matched teams.
Were you at the West Limerick final between themselves and Ballingarry?
No, I wasn't at the West Limerick final. I heard quite a bit about it, and Ballingarry had a good lead and it was pulled back off them, so it was hard to know what way it will go today.
Yeah, thank you, John. MacDonald, the chairman of the East Board, and also the trainer of the under-21 team for Limerick in the coming year. Mick, what do you think of today's game?
Well, I saw the two semi-finals and two teams in the semi-finals, and I also saw the West final. And funny enough, Ballingarry were well in control that day, but I thought it was fitness that eventually lost it for them. Like, you know, they weren't able to stay over the full hour. And but then again, when they went on to the semi-finals, I consider that Feenagh had overall power, and I'm sure that they will come out today. But then again, I would say that I would be a small bit biased because I was born in Kilmeedy, even though I didn't live there for very long.
Yes. Do you think now that Ballingarry will get 11 points of a lead in Feenagh today?
I doubt it very much. I doubt it. That's what the game is all about. Size up the opposition, and if you get a second chance, well, I think you should be always able to take it.
Okay, thanks very much, Mick. Jim? Well, we can see down here in the Feenagh Kilmeedy programme today how there are 7 All-Ireland medals in the parish. Senior Dr. Jim McCarthy 1940, Junior Dr. Jim McCarthy 33 in 1940, Paddy McCarthy 1935 and 41. Well, I have this man here with me now, and let him say a few words.
In Feenagh today, because it is the climax of great training and great practice, and never have I seen our Feenagh Kilmeedy team put more dedication into training. I'll be very disappointed if they're beaten today. I wish both teams the best of luck, and may the best team win.
Jim,
you have to talk.
Huh?
You ask the question.
About which?
well, Jim, what do you think of today's match? Will Feenagh going to pull it off?
Well, I expect I will win it off, I'll be honest. They beat him the last time, and I can say...
Well, would it be a fair comment to say, were they a bit lucky the last day?
Which I wouldn't know, like. Maybe Ballingarry were a bit lucky too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The referee for today's game, Neely Duggan. Well, Neely needs no introduction. Neely has refereed at all levels. This is Neely Duggan's 3rd junior final, and he has refereed 4 senior finals. Ballingarry team out in the field, led by their captain Davy Keefe. Just looking here now, who is the sub for Dan Cagney? Yes, I see it's John Keefe, a brother of Conor Keefe. Well, if this Ballingarry team is going out here today by numbers, there is a number of changes. You have Conor Keefe gone full back, John Keefe corner back, and Davy Clifford centre back. The Newcastle West Pipe Band here just warming up before the parade. We see 3 quads, in the middle of them Tommy, the Limerick goalkeeper, Joe and Mike.
You know, you won't be looking to 20 to 3 by time finish.
Well, anybody would think there was a row on here today, but there is not. But Feenagh Kilmeedy have taken to one side of the field and Ballingarry have taken to the other. It's just a massive of blue and white and green and gold. And let me tell you one thing, it's not Dublin and Kerry that are playing, it's Ballingarry and Feenagh. We have a minute's silence here now today for Liam Long. Liam, bank manager in Croom, who sadly passed away there a couple of days ago. Everything's set here now at the moment for what promises to be a thriller. Ballingarry playing with a slight breeze. It's a more or less a crosswind and anything, but at the same it's a small bit of a favour. Referee checking his watch. The game is on. Morris Sullivan. Morris up to Jim Kane. Conor Keefe and Jim Power. Jim Power's ball gone nicely in there to John Neenan. Hoosted off it there by Davy Keefe. Sean Dunworth. Sean long claims well down the field. Pat Cagney into Davy Fitz. Davy Fitz shots. Donny Grady pulls and it's gone wide. Putting it down there. Tony Kane. The ball gone out over the line. There's a sideline ball for Feenagh. Tony Galvin. Tony shot blocked down there by Liam Fitz. Donald Lagan. There it comes to Pat Cagney. A nice flick into Joe Fitz. Sean Kindy. Sean's shot has gone well across. Donny Grady can't keep it in play and it's gone out over the line and wide ball. Lynch. Joe Lynch with the puck out. The wind holding this one. Tiggy Costello beating off Father Welch to Mike Healy. Mike Healy's shot gone well across the square. Donald Egan intercepting and it's gone out for the 65. Davy Keefe to take it. The shot is veering out towards the wide and gone wide. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Mike Healy. Paddy Welch. Donald Egan. Added on by John Reedy. Going out towards the line. John McCarthy. first time along the ground. Liam Fitz into his brother Joe. Joe trying to make room for himself. John Healy in with it. Then it comes to Sean Kindy. Sean shotgun across the square. Sean shotgun over the bar. The first score of the game for Ballingarry. Then it comes to Sean Kindy. Sean shotgun across the square. Sean shotgun over the bar. The first score of the game for Ballingarry. Joe Lynch with the puck out. This is a better one. Added on there nicely by Tony Galvin. Gone out very near the end line. Still kept in play by John McCarthy, but it's gone off for Hurling of Ballingarry, and there's a sideline ball for Feenagh. I see Davy Clifford must have got a knock there. He's limping over there, but filling his position anyway. Tony Galvin with the sideline ball. Mike O'Sullivan chipped in there to Mike Kane. Cleared out the field by Davy Fitz. Tiggy Costello. Father Willie Welch. Still Father Welch. Warren Sullivan. Tony Galvin. Into Mike Kane. Davy Keefe well down the field. Bill Lynch is tripped there from the back, and there's a free out for Feenagh. Yep. Tony Galvin with the free. Batted out there by Davy Fitz. Then it comes to Pat Cagney. Beaten off of the ball there by Mike McCafferty. Mike Kane. Shawnee Dunworth. Davy Fitz is fouled there by Bill Lynch, and we have a free in for Ballingarry. Well, Joe Fitz to take this free. Joe's free kept blocked out by Father Willie Welch, pulled on there by Donny Grady, and the ball is gone wide. Take this free. Joe's free kept blocked out by Father Willie Welch, pulled on there by Donny Grady, and the ball is gone wide. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Tony Galvin. Davy Keefe pulling in it first time. Joe Fitz. Joe's way is blocked there by John Reedy. Pulled on there by Mike McCarthy to John Neenan, well down the field to Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power is beating this time by Conor Keefe. Pulled on there by Johnny Neenan to Mike O'Sullivan, well down the field once by Davy Keefe. Tiggy Costello and Father Welch. Father Welch beating him off there. Paddy Welch. Donny Grady into Liam to Joe Fitz. Joe is beating off of the ball, and Daly Duggan spots a foul, and there's a free in for Ballingarry. Joe Fitz with this free. 30 yards out from the Feenagh goals. Joe's shot looks good. Yes, Joe's shot has gone over the bar for the second score of the game. 10 minutes gone here in Drum. The scores: Ballingarry 2 points, Feenagh Kilmeedy no score. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Tony Galvin. Tony's clearance gone well up the field. On to Mike O'Sullivan, the captain of the Feenagh team today, to Johnny Neenan. Tim Kane. And out to Johnny Neenan. Hosted there by Sean Dunworth, still gets his shot in. Mike O'Sullivan, nice tip back there to Mike McCafferty. Pulled out there by Davy Clifford. Liam Fitz to Davy Keefe. Davy Keefe shot well down the field. Father Welch here, but knocks that ball out to Joe Fitz. Joe Fitz is shot into Sean Kindy. Paddy Welch poked and pulled there. Donny Grady in there amongst all the Feenagh boys. Another free in there for Ballingarry. Donny Grady must have got a tip there on the ankle. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Ballingarry. Well, this must be their chance to go and take it full. Right shot. He's shot. It's gone over the bar. The third score of the game. Well done. Right shot. He's shot. It's gone over the bar. The third score of the game. Well, they had their chance there for the goal, but I'm afraid he did not go for it. He decided that a pint would be as good. Joe Lynch with the puck out. A low one to Father Welch. Cleared down in by Mike Healy. In along the ground. Donald Lagan. Out here to Morris Sullivan and Mike Healy. Mike Healy into Ty Costello. Back to Mike Healy once more. Mike Healy's shot going in towards the goal, but Mike Healy's shot has gone wide. Joe Lynch with the puck out. And this is a better one. Pat Cagney beaten off it by John McCarthy. John McCarthy's shot blocked down there by Davy Fitz. Well, if we say if you can't hit it, you'll kick it. Down there to Paddy Welch. Paddy Welch's shot, not a great one when it comes to Donny Grady. A nice flick to Joe Fitz. Joe Fitz's shot has gone wide. Some good once more. To Tony Galvin. Tony Galvin out here towards the right wing. Pulled on by Mike Kane. Connor Snow, well, I don't know how he got it up, but he kicked it anyway to clear it. Billy Lynch, the veteran of the Feenagh team, builds clearance on down along the field. Morris Sullivan, kept blocked there by Davy Clifford. Davy's shot gone well down into the 14-yard line. Donny Grady with it. On to Sean Kindy. Sean Kindy's shot is blocked there by Paddy Welch. Hard pulling in there at the moment. The referee spot is something. I don't know what way it is going. Nearly down, gone in there to have a word with some few of them. Calling over Willie Welch. Yes, he has decided to throw in the ball. John Reedy and Pat Cagney. Davy Fitz, blocked down there by Mike McCarthy. But it comes up to the other McCarthy, John McCarthy, up along the wing. The ball has gone out over the line, and there is a line ball for Ballingarry. On up to Mike Kane. On into Johnny Neenan. Johnny Neenan on the run. A nice ball into Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power shot, yes, it's gone in, it's a goal for Feenagh. Johnny Neenan on the run. A nice ball into Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power shot, yes, it's gone in, it's a nice ball into Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power shot, yes, it's gone in, it's a goal for Feenagh. Puck out. Caught there in the centre field by Morris Sullivan. Into Pat McCarthy. McCarthy's shot gone down along the left wing. Hoosed off the ball there by Conor Keefe to Jimmy Power. The referee spotting something there, and there he decides to throw in the ball. Mike Kane and Conor Snow cleared out there over the line by Conor Keefe, and we have a sideline ball for Ballingarry. Tony Galvin to take it. And a good one it is, but into the hands of Davy Clifford, who is unable to hold on to it. The ball spun in the air there, pulled on by Mike McCarthy to John Neelan. Neelan trying to make room for himself. A nice ball into this. John Keefe and Jim Power. Jimmy Power's cut off there by Sean Dunworth. But it comes to Mike O'Sullivan. And a great save by the goalkeeper, Jack Kelly. Davy Keefe, other known as Wilson, really playing his best here today. Willie Welch, well, this man was out through an injury through all year, but he's back playing his best today. John McCarthy, on to Morris Sullivan. Nice combination here now. On out there to Mike Kane. Mike Kane pulling on it. To Conor Snow. John Keefe. Gone out very near the end line, kept in play by Jim Power. Power shot across The goal blocked down by Davy Clifford. When it comes to Tony Galvin. Galvin's shot gone well into the air, caught there by Morris Sullivan. Morris's shot, a nice tip on there to Johnny Neenan. Johnny Neenan is hit from the back, and there's a free in for Feenagh. And with this free, Morris's shot looks good, and Morris's shot has gone over the bar. The score's now reading Ballingarry 3 points, Feenagh Kilmeedy a goal the point. The puck out cut there by Mike McCarthy, unable to hold on to it. Pulled on the ground by Tony Galvin. Connor Snow and Mike Keane. Connor Snow coming out the better. Pulled on in again by Mike McCarthy. The Tim to Ton Kane. Who stopped the ball there by Davy Clifford. Connor Keefe there, yes, getting away with this one. Davy Clifford. Davy's shot is blocked down there by Mike McCarthy. Connor Keefe. Out to Morris Sullivan. Morris is hooked there by Pat Cagney. Mike O'Sullivan in along the ground to John Keefe and Jimmy Power. John Keefe beaten off 2 feet him in there. Still John Keefe. Mike Healy. Morris Sullivan in along the ground. Who stopped the ball there is Connor Keefe. Tiggy Castellon, John Reedy. Tony Galvin. To Liam Fitz. Liam Fitz shotgun down here between Donal Egan and Sean Kindy. Pulled out there by Billy Lynch where it comes to Tiggy Costello. Tiggy Costello's ball blocked down there by Father Welch. Mike Healy. Back to Tiggy Costello. Costello's shot gone well down in towards the goals, but is it gone too far? Yes, it's gone wide. 1 Ballingarry 3 points. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Pat Cagney. Joe Fitz. Tony Galvin. Mike Healy. A nice flick out there to Tiggy Costello. Tiggy's shot gone in along the ground. Cleared out there by Donal Egan. Pulled out there by Michael Morris Sullivan, and there is a line ball for Ballingarry. Shawnee Dunworth to take it. Shawnee is a bad one. To the hands of Morris Sullivan. Morris's shot gone up there to Michael. No relationship, but well related on the field. Cleared out there by Connor Snow. Tony Galvin on his bike up there along, kicking or hooking. He's cleared it up there to Mike Kane. Mike Kane beating once more by Connor Snow. Cleared on by Davy Keefe. Davy Fitz with the ball and beating Bill Lynch this time. Bill has fouled him, and there's a free in for Ballingarry. Joe has been accurate on the last 2. What about this one? Joe's shot, yes, it's gone over the bar for another point for Ballingarry. Joe Fitz with this free. Joe has been accurate on the last 2. What about this one? Joe's shot, yes, it's gone over the bar for another point for Ballingarry. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Tiggy Costello and Willie Welch. Still Willie Welch. Mike Healy into Joe Fitz. Joe can't get it up in his hurley. Sean Kindy can, but can't hold on to it. Cleared out there by Donal Egan. Bill Lynch. Still Sean Kindy. Pat Cagney to Joe Fitz. Joe's shot has gone well. Yes, it's gone high and over the bar. Now the scores are coming. Well, they missed a few of them early on, but they're getting them back now. John McCarthy. Pat Cagney. John Reedy. This man didn't get into the game yet today. To Johnny Neenan. To Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power is getting on his way in. A nice chip in here was not good enough. Hook and cleared out by Connor Keefe. Tony Galvin well controlled that ball there. And up to Mike O'Sullivan. Mike McCarthy. Johnny Neenan. to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy fails to hit this one. Connor Snow. Shawnee Dunworth. There comes to Tony Galvin. Still Tony Galvin. Nice clearance in there, hoosed out again by Conor Keefe. Still Conor Keefe. This man playing a great game here today. Out to Davy Keefe, the captain of the Ballingarry team. Davy is still Davy. John McCarthy. To Mike Kane. Still Mike Kane. Mike shot in along the ground, but there's nearly Duggan spotting something there, and there's a free in for Feenagh. Yes, Conor Snow must have had the hand on the back. Nevertheless, there's a free in for Feenagh. Morris's shot looks good, and Morris's shot has gone over the bar. Jack Kelly with the puck out. Jack with the aid of the wind, it should be a good one. Yes, it is. Gone well down the field. Pat Cagney there giving a dart to one of the Morris Sullivan before the ball came, and there's a free up for Ballingarry. So the referee changing his decision there and throwing in that ball. Pat Cagney. Shawnee Kindy. Out to Joe Fitz. Joe is beaten off it there by Donal Egan. Still Donal Egan. Well cleared out the field. Davy Fitz. To Mike. The referee is spotting something else there and calling up Davy Keefe. Davy Fitz to have a word with him. And a free up for Feenagh Kilmeedy. 24 minutes gone in the first half. Tony Galvin with the free. And a good free it is. Down towards Mike O'Sullivan. Mike O pulling on it there, but not driving it very far. Mike Healy. Pat Cagney. Davy Fitz. In between Shawnee Kindy now and Shawnee Kindy on to Pat Cagney. Pat Cagney into Donny Grady. Donny Grady pulling it in. It's a goal for Ballingarry. Pat Cagney into Donny Grady. Donny Grady pulling it in. It's a goal for Ballingarry. Pat Cagney into Donny Grady. Donny Grady pulling it in. It's a goal for Ballingarry. Donald has hit that ball out over the line and is a 65 for Ballingarry. Now a bit of life forming up in this game here. Ballingarry really shoving on the pressure. Davy Keefe with the 65. Well into the square. Pulled on there by Joe Fitz. Hammy Lee in there at the moment. Nobody seems to know what the ball is. Joe Lynch bringing it out on his stick. Joe's shot is coming very near the line. Kept in play by Morris Sullivan. Where it comes to Mike Healy. Mike making room for himself. His ball shot has gone in, but it's gone wide. Puck out once more by Joe Lynch. And this is a better puck out this time. Added on there by Mike McCarthy. Where it comes to Mike Keane. Up to Mike O'Sullivan and Conor Snow. Conor Snow coming out the better. Mike Kane again with another move for Feenagh. Kane shot well in there to the goal between Conor Keefe and Pat McCarthy. Conor Keefe winning this one. No one seems to know what the ball is. Only Hurley's pulling there galore. Nearly Duggan spotting something there, and he's, yes, a throw in. And from the throw-in, the ball coming to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's shot is blocked there. The goalkeeper don't seem to know what the ball is, and it's gone out for the invent of a 65. Neely's linesman here today, Tom Quinn, placing the ball for the 65. Tony Galvin to take it. And Tony, it's a good one. Pulled on there by Johnny Neelan to John Keefe. Davy Clifford. Well down the field. John Reedy. To Morris Sullivan. Morris well round the wing there to Jimmy Power and John Keefe. John Keefe with it. Kick it or hit it, but anyway it gets out. To John McCafferty. John McCafferty shotgun across field to Mike McCafferty. Beaten there by Davy Clifford. Davy has it in the stick, soling his way out to Davy Keefe. Down the field. Sean Kindy. Donald Legan beating him there to the veteran of the Feenagh team, Billy Lynch. Billy's shot is blocked down there by Tiggy Costello. Tiggy's shot has gone into Donny Grady. There's a melee in there, the ball is in the ground, the referee's gone in, Hurley's are flying. Neely's gone in. Well, there will have to be some consultation with his umpires as to what will come out of this event. Yes, he's taking him around the post there, Gerry Hennessy and Michael Cunningham. Neely's coming out with his verdict. Calling over the goalkeeper. Joe Fitz to take it. Joe's shot looks good, yes, and Joe's shot has gone over the bar to make the scores now. Shoving very near half-time. Ballingarry 1-6, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-2. I see Pat Fitz there, the trainer, and giving a small little bit of advice. Davy Keefe, beaten there by John McCafferty. Still John McCafferty. Out to Morris Sullivan. Morris's shot gone down the field between Michael and Connor Snow. Michael Sullivan nicely kept in play in there to Mike Kane. Kane's shot looks good. And Kane's shot is a good one. It's gone well over the bar. Michael Sullivan nicely kept in play in there to Mike Kane. Kane's shot looks good. And Kane's shot is a good one. It's gone well over the bar. A nice point from the end line. The referee looking at his watch. I would think that half-time should be approaching any second. We have John Naughton, the Limerick youth officer. Well, John, what do you think of today's game?
Oh, I can assure you that this hurling, if this was played a month ago, it is better than any Sierra County final so far. And there's nothing between both sides. As you see the score about 1 goal, and I reckon by the time they finish, there'll be still little between them.
Well, no, John, you were at the West Junior final as well. What did you think of that game?
Oh, that was a game. I thought with the 10 minutes to go that Feenagh had it wrapped up, but Ballingarry had a different answer for them. But at this stage, I think Ballingarry are not going to let it slip. And Feenagh are very much keeping an eye on the situation too, so I say there'll be very little between for the finish, and a great crowd here. And by the way, I must compliment you on your great work, and certainly this is needed all over this county to have this, because it can be replayed back to players and told their mistakes, and definitely mentors are trying to tell fellas their mistakes. There's one way to tell them, and this is the way to tell them.
Okay, thanks very much, John. Thank you. God, yes, you've enough refereeing to take over. Now everything's set here for the second half. The ball is in and the game is on. John Keefe. Feenagh with the attack. On to Jimmy Power with Jimmy's cut off and the ball gone out over the line. There's a sideline ball for Feenagh. Morris Sullivan to take this one. And a good cut it is. Well in there, Mike Kane adding to it. Cleared out the field by Connor Snow to Blondie McCafferty. Still Blondie. On his bike, rushing there, nice little flick around and looks at the goals, and it's gone over the bar, the first score of the second half. On his bike, rushing there, nice little flick around and looks at the goals, and it's gone over the bar, the first score of the second half. Blondie John, the scorer. The scores now, with just 3 minutes gone in the second half. Ballingarry 1-6, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-4. Jack Kelly with the puck out. Coming very out here towards the line. Kept in play by Mike Kane. Mike O'Sullivan well crossed the goals to Jim Power. Pulled out by Connor Keefe. Johnny Neenan. Neenan's shot is gone well in and it's gone high and it's gone over the bar. Neenan. Neenan's shot is gone well in, and it's gone high, and it's gone over the bar. Another good point there scored by Johnny Neenan. Feenagh now really on top of their game at the moment. Jack Kelly, the breeze getting a little bit stronger now. Shawnee Dunworth, Mike McCarthy, Connor Keefe, till Davy Fitz. Pulled out there by John Reedy to Morris Sullivan. Mike Healy, Father Welch, beaten this time by Pat Cagney. John Reedy to John McCarthy. Blondie John off once more. Blocked his way paved there by Davy Keefe. Shawnee Kindy, who stuffed the ball there by Billy Lynch. Joe Fitz, a nice little flick out there to Sean Kindy. Sean, a weakish kind of a shot, blocked there by the veteran of the Feenagh team, Billy Lynch. Billy's shot is hooked there again by Joe Fitz. Joe Fitz powering his way in. Joe is fouled, and there's a free in for Ballingarry. Free. Between 25 and 30 yards out from the Feenagh goals. Joe's shot is low. Joe's shot is blocked in there. Donny Grady across the square. Shawnee Kindy. Kindy's shot is gone across the goal mouth. Pat Cagney and Father Welch. Father Welch bringing it out. Back in it goes again to Father Welch. And a good clearance there under pressure. The ball coming to Mike Healy. Healy's shot, left-handed stroke, well in there it goes to Shawnee Kindy, failing to hold it. Joe Fitz. Joe's shot is gone in, it's blocked there by the goalkeeper, who is fouled, and there's a free out for Feenagh Kilmeedy. A good free it is. Out here to Blondie John. Blondie John got a little tap there in the head from Liam Fitz, up to his brother Davy Fitz. Beaten once more by Blondie John again. The ball up the field there to Joe Fitz. Joe Fitz, who stuffed it there by Billy Lynch. Still Bill Lynch. 2 men to 1. Joe Fitz. Joe's shot. I'm afraid John Reedy giving him a little tap there in the arm, and referee having a few words with him. Yes, the name is going into his little notebook. This free about 40 yards out from the Feenagh goals. Joe Fitz to take it. Joe's shot looks good, yes, it's gone over the bar. Joe's shot looks good, yes, it's gone over the bar. Caught there in the air by Morris Sullivan. Morris's shot is blocked. Still Morris regains it into John Neenan. A nice flick from Neenan there across the field to Mike McCarthy. McCarthy along the ground. Connor Snow. And Connor is Snow is fouled with the event of a trip, and there is a free out for Ballingarry. Well, I must say, those Ballingarry backmen really playing well today. Dan Cagney unable to play through illness, and I was talking to Dan before the game, and he is very down and out about it. Connor Keefe's free. Pulled on into Pat Cagney. Well, this man, he ploughed them through here to the county final with great goals. This one, I'm afraid, won't be one, though. Tony Galvin beaten off it there by Donny Grady. Billy Lynch. Well, Billy's shot has gone out, and it's gone out over the line. There is a line ball for Ballingarry. Davy Keefe to take this one. Davy's one is good. Gone into Tiggy Costler, the younger member of the Ballingarry team. But it's gone out over the line, and there is another line ball for Ballingarry. Davy Fitz's sideline gone into his brother Joe. Joe Fitz being fouled there, and there's another free in for Ballingarry. It's free about 30 yards out now. Joe Fitz to take this one again. Well, Joe has been accurate here up to now, and I doubt it if this one won't fail him as well. Yes, Joe's shot looks good, and Joe's shot has gone over the bar. The scores now, with 10 minutes of play, Ballingarry 1-8. Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-6. That Davy Keefe batting it to Mike Kane. Kane's shot looks good. No, Kane's shot has gone 10-15 yards wide. Jack Kelly with the puck out. Yes, the wind really catching him now. Shawnee Dunworth. Still Shawnee Dunworth. Up to Davy Fitz, beating by Mike Morris Sullivan. Still there, Father Welch, Pat Cagney hosting him off of the ball. There's the referee spotting something there. I think it was a trip, I'm not sure, but nevertheless there is a free in for Ballingarry. Sean Dunworth to take it. Sean low, long in there, up chest high. There comes to Tiggy Costler. Tiggy is beating this time. Joe Fitz. Joe looking at the goals. Joe's shot has gone in, but it's curling out to the right and it's gone wide. Yes, the crowd here now getting a small bit excited behind my back. Joe Lynch with the puck out. Sean Dunworth not catching it. Jimmy Power, this man got their first goal today. Davy Keefe, Davy's shot is blocked down there. Cleared out over the line for the expense of a sideline ball. Morris Sullivan to take it. Morris, who got a beautiful point back in Cooley Road in the Western final. Can he repeat this effort? Yes, it looks good too. Oh, it's gone wide. He was a great man. I remember when I going dancing with him. Well, there would hardly a woman pass him. Well, we'll see. Will the ball pass him today? That ball gone out over the line, and there's a line ball for Ballingarry. John jumping with delight out there, and why wouldn't he? Shawnee Dunworth with the sideline ball. A shot this one. Well, Liam Fitz there, and he holding back that man with Hurling, and there is a free down for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Morris Sullivan with the free. Morris being accurate all up to now. Morris's shot has gone in, but it's gone wide. Kelly with this puck out. And a bad one, a fine bad one it is. Connor Keefe. Very nice ball there to Davy Keefe. Brilliant. Joe Fitz on into Shawnee Kilmeedy, who's out there by Donald Hagan. And a dirty pull there by Pat Cagney and John McCarthy, and the referee spotting it, and there's a free out for a free down for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Yes, a dirty chop. Tony Galvin with this free. A shot this one it is. Batted out there by Davy Keefe, where it comes to Morris Sullivan. Morris unable to pick up this one. Davy Keefe with it. Davy coming well out there and clearing that ball down the field. Pat Cagney. Davy Fitz up along the ground, where it comes to Donald Hagan. First time pulling. Kept in play there again, Donald Hagan. Donald's shot has gone out over the line. There's a sideline ball for Ballingarry. Mike Haley with this sideline. Pat Cagney. Davy Fitz, a generous ball across the goals. The goalkeeper is fouled there by Sean Kindy, and there's a free down for Feenagh. Scores Ballingarry 1-8, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-5. Tony Galvin with that long free. Beating him all. Mike O'Sullivan on the run in. Mike is stopped when it comes to the substitute, John Hurley here. John unable to get in the stick, manages it now. Cleared out there by Conor Keefe. Still Conor Keefe. Connor's shot has gone out over the line. There was another line ball for Feenagh. Morris Sullivan with this one. A good one it is. Into John Neenan. Neenan along the ground to Pat McCarthy and Conor Keefe. Conor Keefe winning this one. Sean Dunworth. Tiggy Costello up to Davy Fitz. Davy Fitz on a solo run out there towards the line. Davy's shot gone into his brother Joe. Beaten off it there by Billy Lynch. What a game this man is playing today. Shawnee Kindy's shot, and it's blocked out there for the event of a 65. Wilson's shot gone well in there towards the goals. Pat Cagney and Willie Welch. Father Welch coming out the better. John McCarthy on his bike down along that wing. Shawnee Dunn, Mike Healy. Blocked there by Paddy Welch and cleared well out the field by Tony Galvin. Mike O'Sullivan. The Feenagh captain can't get it on his stick. Oh, and John Hurley here. Cross the field here to Mike Kane. Kane with the ball. Kane's shot gone well in there to the full of Jimmy Power. Mike Penny, and a great save by Jack Kelly. Jimmy Power, and the ball is gone wide. A great save there by Jack Kelly in the Ballingarry goals. This man may not be classy, but let me tell you, they don't many pass him at the same time. Connor Snow. Connor into Mike O'Sullivan. Mike O'Sullivan into Jimmy Power. Jimmy Power can't get it on his stick. Mike Kane now with this. Mike Kane is tripped, and there's a free in for Feenagh. Connor Snow, the culprit there once more. Morris Sullivan running up to take it. Morris Sullivan with the free. And Morris's shot has gone wide. A vital miss there for Feenagh. 10 minutes gone here. Ballingarry 1-8, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-5. Jack Kelly with the puck out. Not a great one. Well, of course, Feenagh have the advantage of the win. Mike Kane. Kane's shot is gone wide. Feenagh Kilmeedy now throwing away a lot of good chances at the moment. And this is a better puck out. Mike O'Sullivan. Mike O'Sullivan shot well down here to the corner. Conor Keefe and Mike Kane. Conor Snow's clearance comes to Johnny Neenan, who cannot pass Davy Keefe. And hoisted out there by Conor Keefe. But it comes to John Neenan once more. Neenan gives a bit of a stagger, nevertheless holds onto the ball. Across the square to Davy Fitz, Liam Fitz, and out here now Joe Fitz and Morris Sullivan. Tiggy Costello with it. Tiggy steers up to Pat Cagney. Cagney's shot gone down here between Donal Egan and Sean Kindy. Sean Kindy winning this one into the Loney, Donny Grady. Donny can't make any use of it. Paddy Welch clearing it out there to Tony Galvin. Tony, and nice little flip gone out there to Morris Sullivan and Tiggy Costello. Morris Sullivan with it. Morris's shot gone well down the field. Coming out here to Jimmy Power, and Davy Clifford going well in the air and bringing that ball out with him. Jimmy Power getting a belt of a hurley there and has gone down the ground injured. Shawnee Dunworth Blondie John to Morris Sullivan. Morris's shotgun down here to Davy Clifford, who is all alone. Davy's shot has gone very close to the end line. Yes, Davies has gone out over the line, and there's the line ball for Feenagh. Liam Fitz, well down the field. Johnny Grady and Paddy Welch. Paddy Welch coming out the better. John Reedy, Tiggy Costello to Davy Fitz. Into his brother Joe. Well, Joe unable to hold on to this one. Tiggy Costello, John Reedy, Johnny Grady. Pulled out there by Bill Lynch to Tony Galvin. That is a bit of relief. Galvin is away on his bike. A nice flick there over Davy Keeve's head. Still Tony Galvin. Well down into the goal mouth. And Conor Keefe, well, this man really playing his best here today. John McCarthy. Pat Cagney. Up to Davy Fitz. Thou shalt not pass, says Bill Lynch, but Bill won't be accepted, and there's a free in for Ballingarry. Well, deadly excitement here now. 23 minutes gone in the second half. Ballingarry won 8, Feenagh Kilmeedy won 5. Mike Healy with the free. Mike's free has gone in there to the hands of Joe Fitz, who is unable to hold on to it. John Reedy trying to pick it up on his stick, but it fails. The ball out to Joe Fitz. Joe has a look, and Joe's gone over the bar. Trying to pick it up on his stick, but it fails. The ball out to Joe Fitz. Joe has a look, and Joe's gone over the bar. The scores now, Ballingarry 1-9, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-5. Well, now we should have a match. The pressure really on the Feenagh boys. 9-5. The ball out there to Mike Healy and John Hurley. Mike Healy is the ball out over the line, and we have a line ball for Feenagh. Well, now Feenagh have it all to do. Is it going to be a repeat of Cooley Row? Well, we've only to wait and see. The sideline ball coming to Morris Sullivan. Morris not getting room to swing his stick. John McCarthy ducking under arms and hurleys, and he gets a free, and there's a free in for Feenagh. Tony Galvin to take this one. A score now really vital here. Tony's free, and Tony's free is lobbing out there towards Mike Kane, but Tony's free has gone wide. Pressure relief once more to go in this game. Jack Kelly with the puck out. Well down the field. Pulled on there by John McCarthy. When it comes to the sub, John Hurley. John on his bike going in there. Looking very fit at the moment, but he's beating there by Shawnee Dunworth. Morris Sullivan. Morris's shot is gone wide. Ballingarry 1-9, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-5. Jack Kelly with the puck out. And this is a better one. Johnny Neenan. A nice flick in there to Mike Kane, with Conor Snow hosted again there by Mike Kane. Still Conor Snow. Out the field where it comes to Tiggy Costello. Blocked there by Mike O'Sullivan. Conor Keefe. Beaten there by Mike O'Sullivan once more. Conor Snow, good clearance out the field where it comes to John Neenan. Billy Lynch, Davy Fitz, two Feenagh in here now, no Ballingarry. John Reedy, a nice ball down the field. Jimmy Power. Jimmy is shot across the field here to Mike O'Sullivan. Mike has shot, and it's gone over the bar. One goal between the teams here now. Jimmy is shot across the field here to Mike O'Sullivan. Mike has shot, and it's gone over the bar. One goal between the teams here now, with less than 4 minutes to play. Mike O'Sullivan's first score of the game. It isn't like him because he usually notches in a few of them, but I'm afraid today this is his first score. The scores: Ballingarry 1-9, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-6. Jack Kelly with the puck out. John McCarthy. Tony Galvin. Tony on the run here. Connor Snow beating him at this one. Don't hit it to see kick it. Willie Welch. Two Ballingarry in there and no Feenagh man. Morris Sullivan. Still Morris Sullivan beaten there by Davy Keefe. Davy powering down the line here. The ball to Tony Galvin. Tony's hurley, I'm afraid, goes a bit fatter than the ball. Connor Keefe. Connor is hooked there by Kane, but still gets his clearance nevertheless out the field. Davy Fitz. Donald Lagan. Donny Grady. No one here now to the lawn. Joe Fitz. No one to beat only the goalie. Joe shot. Oh, it's gone wide. Joe Fitz. No one to beat only the goalie. Joe shot. Oh, it's gone wide. Here now to the lawn. Joe Fitz. No one to beat only the goalie. Joe shot. Oh, it's gone wide. There was a bad miss for Ballingarry. No one in front of him, only the goalie. And he shot going out wide. Morris Sullivan down along the right wing, and Neely Duggan spotting something over there, and there's a free down for Ballingarry. Well, I'm afraid it is a bit early to predict it yet, but I'm thinking Ballingarry are getting their own back here today. Shawnee Dunmott with the free, less than a minute and a half to go. Shawnee missing the free, but hitting it along the ground. Mike Healy and John Hurley. Mike Healy winning the ball. Pat Cagney, yes, the sprinted old farmer, you can't beat it. Yes. Davy Fitz there getting a little jolt there from one of the Feenagh players. A free up for Ballingarry. Joe Fitz to take it. Yes, time is up. Time is up here in my stopwatch, but of course I'm not the one with it. Neely Duggan is the man with the last say. Davy's shot is gone. Looks good. Yes, no, it's gone wide. Gone wide. The puck out by Joe Lynch. Down the field to Mike O'Sullivan. Well, it's all Ballingarry at the moment. John Reedy. Connor Keefe shot gone out there to the line. Shawnee Dunmott keeping in it play, but falling. Still hitting the ball. John Reedy to John Needon. Yes, there goes the final whistle. The game is over. Yes, the crowd, a massive green and gold. Well, it's not Kerry that are playing. It is not Kerry that are playing here. It's Ballingarry. Ballingarry, the county champions of 79. Really delighted. Skate taking here today. £1,381 taking at the drum gate. Well, the scores: Ballingarry 1-9, Feenagh Kilmeedy 1-6. Yes, everyone jumping wire and all over. Well, wouldn't we all do it ourselves? Put him up. Davy Keefe there, this is me, and a big hug there from the back. Yeah.
on the television. Oh, is she here? Is his name? Thank you very much. David, not right. What did you think? What do you think of it? It's a good match. Well, we'll have a copy each now and fire every inch of the way. Oh, did you? Every inch. There was a sort I could give him a chance. 2 points to come up to quick, you know? Those fellas giving 2 to 1 and Feenagh, but at least it's there. Huh? What did you think of today? Go on, quick.
Well, Mrs. You brought it off at last.
We did. We were the best team.
That's right,
Yeah, we deserved it.
Connor played very well today.
Yes.
And always, I suppose.
And all of us.
Thank you.
And all the boys.
All right. Well, Dan, you must be delighted now, are you, at this county after we're pulling it off and unable to play?
Well, there was 15 men out there today, and they broke their, I won't say what for the parish. And there was no Feenagh man going to stop them. No Feenagh man.
I suppose you would love to have been playing.
Well, as I said earlier, it was lovely to be on the sideline and win. It was lovely. It was nice to be playing, but it was lovely to be outside.
Well, all I can say now is congratulations and the best of luck.
Thank you, Mr. O'Mara.
There have been great games today.
Well, Billy.
Well, the better team won in the day, and I sure. You're delighted to see Ballingarry. They're our nearest neighbours, and just playing a fine sporting manner, which that's what the game is all about. And I'm delighted that the Cups have come to the West anyway. They have the county and we have the West. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Mrs., you must be all delighted after this today.
We've chatted.
Well, Mrs. I suppose you didn't think coming up today that he'd pull it off, did
We
you?
did. We came up prepared to win it.
And that's what he did?
And that's what we did.
That's
what we did.
There's much more he can do.
We proved it, didn't we?
That's it. Well, anybody, I suppose, that was a stranger around, if they looked in and saw all the green and gold, they would think it was Kerry that was playing,
Yeah,
wouldn't they?
for a fact, didn't throw.
It is unfortunate, it is Ballingarry.
Ballingarry forever, Ballingarry.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, Paddy.
Well, Paddy, you pulled it off at last.
Oh, it is a great day for Ballingarry, wonderful day for our club. They're down the 21 field that failed a few years ago. They're the same players the whole time down. They've captured the junior club today and they're great honour to them. It was a great match because Feenagh Kilmeedy, our neighbouring parish, played great hurling, neighbouring hurling with great spirit and no dirty hurling and great ground hurling and fast hurling. The best final I've seen in West Limerick for many years.
You must be bitterly disappointed today and you're going in to be playing without your full-back Dan Cagney.
Oh, we will, because Dan is one of the great girls of Ballingarry and he has trained hard and he has brought out the lads all the year for training and every night he was in that field every whole night. He had the spirit of the team and with Pa Fitz was the man that came to Ballingarry a few years back and Pa put football, for there was never football, Harley, it was in Ballingarry.
Every player on the Ballingarry team, what a wonderful bunch of fellas they are. They kept together, trained together, and the spirit, I have never seen a team with such spirit before. They were absolutely marvellous. They proved in adversity today, even at half-time, who would have given us a chance of winning the county final? Very few. I knew they could hurl better in the second half, which they did, and fair play to them, and they will go further, I think, even.
Just the last one. This was the pubs won't be closed at all tonight.
The usual Garda answer is no comment.
We have here now Davy Keefe, the captain of the Ballingarry team. Well, Davy, what did you think of today's game?
I thought it was a very great game, very sporting game for two neighbouring parishes, played in the sporting manner that Hurling should be played in. And Feenagh Kilmeedy have nothing to be sore about. They're just an equally good side. And just the look of the game, the way the ball breaks, and we got hit today. 2 months ago, about Molyneaux, we were just in misfortune of 1 point by losing, but we divided out. Feenagh had the West Limerick Cup with the Junior County Cup, and another thing, it shows up for great hurling in West Limerick, and so people should look more on West Limerick hurling. They're all city east and south, but I think the best of hurling is in West Limerick. And you see two teams today to go out and play a sport and county final like they did today.
Okay, thank you, David, very much. And one of the great girls of hurling, Johnny Fitzgibbon. Well, Johnny, would you like to say a comment on that game today?
Well, having won medals with both Ballingarry and with my own native Feenagh Kilmeedy, I think on the day the best team won, and congratulations.
Right, thanks very much, Johnny.
Says congratulations to Ballingarry. They played a terrific game, and hard luck to Kilmeedy, Feenagh Kilmeedy. They always put up a great show. That's about the lot.
Did you think yourself on your way up today that you would win?
Oh, well, we thought it all the time we had a 50-50 chance, you know.
Really, I suppose the game slipped in the Molyneaux.
Well, that's the weak claim anyway.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Paddy. Thanks very much.
Right.
Up the Larry! Dee Fitz and his three sons out there playing today, and what a game the three of them did play. Well, Dee, would you like to pass something on the match?
Well, no, of course, a very close match. The ground was a bit heavy and rough, like, and myself got it right there, I could win by more. But
well, he didn't go 11 points ahead today like he did in Molyneaux.
Well, no, but we were better off. But the boys took on to win, you know, like today. And after we're more ahead, they mightn't have the guts to come back. It was close, you know.
It was a big blow today to find out that Dan Cagney wasn't able to line out, I suppose.
Well, it was. Like, but we had a few good subs and
they did their job.
And they did their job.
Okay, dear.
And with no replacement, like, you know, we picked them up all right, like.
Thanks very much, dear. Well, of course, his own club narrowly defeated here by Drumcollar, but as a selector of the Knockadurry team, Peter, what did you think of this game today?
I'm delighted to see Ballingarry winning, and it was a good match, and that's all.
I suppose if we'll be there next year ourselves, we'll probably shake.
We will, of course. Right. That's no doubt.
Just like to say that it was a clean game, it was a hard-fought game, and I'd say that Feenagh played the game as it should be played. It was played in the real tradition of the game. For the credit to the players, Ballingarry themselves, because this is their third county medal for most of them. They came up from juvenile, minor, and now they have won a junior county championship, and I think it's a fitting honour for them because they have put a lot into the game over the past few years.
Okay, thanks very much, Matt. Well, I suppose Marquis Kelly.
Well, I'm delighted, highly delighted that we won this county junior championship today, and I'd like to thank most of all our supporters and down through the trainer parapets, and down through the ear like that. I think they made a fine job. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Thought it was a fantastic game. We were hopeful at half-time that we would hold on to our lead, and we would like to congratulate the lads on their fantastic spirit. That's what won it, spirit in the end. And of course we must congratulate Feenagh too. It was one of the best games I'd say for years in the division. They have a cup, we have a cup too, but I think we have the major one.
That's right. Okay, thanks very much, Tom. Anyway, on your brilliant win today, and well done. Would you like to say a few words on the game?
I'd just like to say that all the boys played brilliantly, like, and I think we deserved our win because we were the better team in the day anyway, definitely, like, and that's what I like to say, like, because I hope we'll have seen the cup will be bringing it here next year.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Pat. Well, Davy, I want to congratulate you anyway on your brilliant win today. Say well done. Would you like to say a few words about the game?
Well, it was tough all the way through, but I'd say they got a surprise when they went 2 points, or within a point with us in the second half. We started hurling, and I think that we put them out of it as well. Like, you know, they started getting frustrated in the second half. That I noticed them, like, we started hurling better in the last 2 minutes than they did. We held out in the finish.
But John, there is one saying, you have 2 cups now, Feenagh have 1 and Ballingarry have done. I suppose that much more we can look for in GAA.
No, fair play, like, that's the way we looked at it all. We got kind of caught in the last minute in the first game, but we didn't get caught in the last minute this time there.
Okay, thank you, Davy. How are you, Kenan?
I'm fine, thanks.
What did you think? What did you think of today's game?
I think that we were very good. That we were a very good team, and we met our grand team all together. That we had a lovely match, and under the circumstances, I would say that it was perfect.
I suppose there'll be terrible celebrations in Ballingarry tonight.
We'll be all drunk and we won't be able to go to bed.
Nobody able to sleep?
No, well, we won't want to.
Well, I was talking to Pat Fitz in there a while ago, and he told me the pubs would be opened all night.
Pat Fitz now will want to go to bed early, so that and tell the people that they're going to bed early, so that they'll know all about him.
Okay, thank you very much, Kenan. Thank you. What did you think? What were you saying to yourself today when you were called on as a replacement for Dan Cagney?
I was nervous. I didn't expect it till I wrote the throat, but turned out well after then.
Well, things went anyway. You played well, and you brought it to the honours to Ballingarry. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Larry.
I would like to congratulate you on your great win today. Would you like to say a few words in the game?
Well, it was a tough, hard game. In the second half, I was very proud of our guys. They really stuck into it. They put their heads down when the pressure was on, and every man played a part. It was a team victory, and not only we've got very good men on the sideline, and as well as that, there's great credit due to our supporters who supported us through thick and thin, who always had confidence in us. And our only sort of wish to know now is that we'll bring back the Senior Cup to Ballingarry pretty shortly.
Okay, thanks very much, John.
Sean Shotman across the square. Sean Shotman over the bar. Knocked out by Father Willie Welch. Pulled on there by Tony. That's out from the Feenagh goals. Joe Shot looks good. Yes, Joe Shot has gone over the bar from the second. On into Johnny Nealon. Johnny Nealon on the run. A nice ball into Jimmy Powell. Jimmy Powell shot. Yes, it's gone in. It's a goal for Feenagh. With this free. Morris's shot looks good, and Morris's shot has gone over the bar. Cagney. And Cagney into Tony Grady. Tony Grady pulling on it. It's a goal for Ballingarry. He's gone into Tony Grady. There's a million down. The ball is in the ground. The referee's gone in. Hurling bike rushing there. Nice little flick around and looks at the goals, and it's gone over the bar. John Nealon. Nealon's shot is gone well in, and it's gone high, and it's gone over the bar. Joe's shot looks good, yes, it's gone over the bar. Davy Fitz and Gerry ball across the goal. The goalkeeper is fouled there, Mike. And Morris's shot has gone wide. No one here now to the lawn, Joe Fitz. No one to beat only the goalie. Joe's shot, oh, it's gone wide. Yes, the crowd